Okie dokie, let's go and jump some rank games with a random character and see what we're going to get today. Now we do start off with an Armour to Life and 2 red rubies, but we also start off with a little bit of luck and a dagger, which makes me really want to go for hammer dagger smashingness. So we're going to start off by grabbing a frying pan, we're going to grab the banana, might as well grab the dagger as well as the luck. Now the question is, do we want to grab the whetstone for an extra bit of damage? It will cost us 4, so I am going to take it, but I am going to venture on. Now, with the Armour to Life, we could go for an Excalibur type builds. We could also go for a red collar. Give us a ton more heals. But hammer dagger action on the Ranger bag is going to be really, really awesome. Potentially. But can we keep up with this Reaper? Hell yeah, we can. A big old frying pan smashed to the face. And what is this shop? This has to be an illegal shop. Acorn collar with a freaking hammer. We also got the skull badge. We could go for staff on healing with the Armour to Life. We could also go for poison stacking. That's a holy moly shop. So we're going to sell the frying pan. We're going to take the hammer. But we're also going to take the acorn collar. And I really do want to take our skull badge. The skull badge is going to carry us for quite some time. And the problem is, I do want our little chip rubies in our hammer and dagger. We could sell our whetstone for it, which, you know, I'm going to be down for. I did want to go for here longsword with our hammer dagger action, but this should be smashing because every 1.3 seconds we're going to be inflicting a debuff, whether it's going to be poison, a little bit more chip damage, a bit of blind to stop our opponent from hitting us so often, and a small bit of cold to slow him down, but massive crit with a hammer, being a 20% chance. And we immediately got ThornBurst as well. This has to be an illegal run. Literally, that's going to help stun our opponents. I'm going to have to take that. Is there anything else we really, really want here? I'm going to grab the shiny shell, going to grab the stone, we could grab a card, but I do want to roll to grab a bit of extra storage. And what I actually do want to find is some piggy banks. So I'm going to roll once more. And I'm actually going to roll again, waste on our gold rolling, because if we find a piggy bank, we're going to be able to increase our stun chance on our hammer, which is the one thing we're kind of lacking right now. I'm going to sell a stone though, so we can grab even more storage, a bit of a waste again, but I think it still should be okay. And we're going to move on with this once again. Our opponent does have level up. They also have double rainbow, which are rainbow badge. I was thinking, how the hell did it have 2 skills already? But the hammer does a lot of work for us. We could go Shelly, which I don't really want to. I kind of want to grab another big old banana as I roll again. A dagger on sale with a hammer. Whoop. We're definitely taking both of these. And let's roll once more. Now I'm going to forgo this banana because I do want to add in our piggy bank. We could smash it open, but again, I do want to craft up those lucky pigs. I do want to grab another leather bag. And yeah, I'm going to move on. With double daggers, we should be in a fantastic spot. But can we take on this berserker? It's definitely looking like so. They have inflicted a bit of blinds, but we should definitely be able to smash out. Although that was a big old miss, but that dagger dealt quite a bit of damage. Now here's the thing, that is an early dead side. We could make a big pivot right now. Big pivot to go for a spike stack and build with the dead side. I don't think I do. Since we already have 2 daggers, might as well keep continuing on for now. We could take the anti-flammable, but I just want to find more daggers, which means I kind of want to take out our skull badge as I roll for now. Let's take an extra stone. Let's roll again. And we're definitely going to craft up that lucky pig. Let's roll again. And that's unfortunately all we can really do right now. But let's keep moving for now. So we should have a higher chance to stun once we do have this lucky pig crafted up. We can also increase our luck chance, our accuracy, our crit chance. What the hell am I talking about? Lost my train of thought. Our crits with our acorn collar as well. So it's really, really going to be awesome. Problem is, we did really want to find more piggy banks, but unfortunately, it's looking a bit dicey going up against Pyromancer because they had so much healing and a shield. But actually, hold on a second. No, we definitely fall short. Wasn't even too close. Our opponent does smash us down. And we could go for a poison dagger. Poison dagger if you want to. I think we'd rather go for spectral daggers. So I'm going to take you for now. I'm going to roll. We do get our extra piggy bank, which is smashing. Quite literally. Again, we do want to take out our skull badge. We do get a deck of cards, which I'm going to take because it is going to give us 2 luck from the rip, which means more crits. So we should be able to start off with summon power with a card. So you know what? I'm going to take it as I roll. But a stamina stack is crazy good for now as well. The only problem is it is going to start to dilute the item shop, unfortunately. Well, let's keep moving. We could have crafted up a White Lily's collar. Actually, that would have been really awesome for right now. Yeah, we should have done that actually. Because then we would stack up a turbo amount of luck. We'd have less crit chance initially, but we'd also be stacking up a ton of regen. Now, opponent, unfortunately, he's going to out-survive us. They just managed to get that freaking Turbo Shelly Amid Wales combo, which does give him an insane amount of heals. But let's take our stamina stack. We can still roll looking for daggers. We can also increase our accuracy on our hammer as well, which is kind of nice. But I think I'm going to grab this bit of storage. Let's roll again. We can slow down our opponents. We can grab some block. We grab our mana orb for now. We also sell this banana and a stone, and we take our extra dagger too. I'm going to start crafting up our spectral daggers, and yeah, we're going to move on with this. We got 3 daggers right now, which is kind of awesome. We do start off with 4 luck, which means we do have a chance to get some power with a carrot. Increase our weapon damage, which is kind of awesome, and that's half their HP gone in 1 hit. Now our stun chance is still 50%, which is kind of awesome. Crit chance is going to be 5.6% per luck, and not too bad. Now, we really want to go with Megaclover. Megaclover with Hammer Dagger action is going to be awesome because we can actually stack up an insane amount of buffs with our Blue Sage's Collar. So we're definitely going to take it. Definitely want to grab a set of blueberries. Really want to grab another fanny pack. Definitely want to roll. And yeah, just want to roll for now. A second mana orb is crazy. For sure. Now, I think I'm going to craft up a Blue Sage's Collar for now, as I craft up a second dagger as well. But a Megaclover is going to give us 2 luck every round. So we're going to craft up a second piggy bank as well. We increase our chance to stun on our hammer, and this is where we needed more piggy banks to increase our stun chance significantly. But it's not looking too bad, except we are taking on a double axe with a shield that's going to be eating up a lot of our damage and eating up a lot of our stamina. And unfortunately, we are going to end up falling short once again. But we're going to get a huge power spike right now. Let's grab our piggy bank. Let's grab our car. Let's roll. We definitely need the storage. And we could take Team Park's Large Greatsword. We could also craft up our White Lily's Collar, but it's too late for now. Definitely want to grab another Lucky Clover. Do we want to grab Prismatic Orbs so we start off with a bunch of mana? Surely we do want to grab 1, right? So we start off with mana, so once we do hit once with our hammer, we do a ton of damage. Yeah, I think we definitely want to grab 1. But we should have an increased chance to get our mana. And actually, maybe don't even need it, because we have an insane amount of mana right now. And we should be able to get a big mana buff bomb potentially. Super quick, give us our luck. Give us our big Megaclover win con. And we do have a choice to make. We could grab the Acorns. Now the reason to take this is it just uses up less stamina on our hammer. It does increase the spread of it, but that's about it. It's not that great. Blood Manipulation. If we're going to stack up a bunch of Farm Prism, it means our on-healing damage is going to be really, really nice. Bag Tackler is always just awesome in general. But I think we're going to take Blood Manipulation. Now, stacking Farm Prism isn't going to be a holy moly more daggers. Do we even need the deck of cards anymore? It does give us 2 luck, helping us get to our Megaclover win con a little bit easier, so I kind of do want to keep it. The thing I have right now is our Blue Sage's Collar really wants to sit in here. Which means I do want to increase the chance we do actually stack up our mana. But this mana orb really wants to sit in here. This mana orb doesn't really need to sit in there. But if you get another dagger, we can place it in this position. We can also move our hammer down a little bit. We lose the crits on it. We can still have this in and then have our dagger in this position. When I say lose the crits, we're going to lose our ranger bag on it. But surely, we want more crits on our daggers. Anyway, more so than hammer. Hammer does do big damage though, but whenever we do stun, we multi-hit. The hard part is, do we want to take our prismatic orb or do we want to take another stamina sack? So the hard part is, I'm going to be taking this. Now I am going to place it in this position, which isn't going to give us much mana as I'd love to. It's going to give us 6 mana, it's going to give us a small bit of vampirism. But let's reserve our stamina sack. And I'm going to take these out for our extra bit of luck. So we do start off with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 luck. Which actually means we only need to stack up 6 more luck. But let's move on. So with our prismatic orb, we do start off with that extra bit of mana. So our hammer and daggers can deal that damage straight away. That's a massive damage. We should be able to stack up our mana to get us a big mana buff bomb. We actually beat our opponent before we can even get that. But let's grab our storage. Well, let's go ahead and grab another stamina sack. And the thing about stacking up piggy banks is it does give us a ton of money. It does give us a ton of monies. Now I'm going to take the blind pot since it is on sale. But let's roll again. That is another Acorn Collar, which I do want to grab once again. But I'm going to have to sort our inventory and see how we're going to actually fit this in properly. At this point, we don't necessarily actually really need the Skull Badge anymore. It was great early on, but we're not going to be looking to inflict a bunch of debuffs anymore. So, you know, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it to keep rolling. I kind of want to keep our deck of cards out for now as I roll, because I don't really want this. So let's roll again. I do want one final roll. Now, we'll grab you since you're on sale. We could grab Bloody Amulets to get a bunch of vampirism off the rip. It is very, very expensive, but I'm kind of down for it. So I'm definitely going to craft up another Blue Sage's Collar. But we should be able to get a bunch of crits right now, so maybe you do want to keep it, but honestly I'm happy enough with crafting up because it is going to give us our big win con. We're going to be stacking mana, it's going to give us a certain amount of buffs really, really fast. And see, I'm going to venture on. So I did change the setup around, so Ranger's Bag is going to be targeting these 2 daggers along with our hammer. And we have 100% crit chance right now. And amazing. And right now our stun chance is 61%. And we're going to get another piggy bank, which is crazy, crazy absurd. In my opinion, we're definitely going to take it. And we're going to have to craft up another lucky pig. Now I do want to take this to see what it's going to be. Amethyst Steel is kind of absurd, but not for this run. So we're going to sell it. I do want to grab this though, so we can also get a bunch of vampirism. Which makes me really want to place it in this position, but then we lose our bananas, stamina for now. But yeah, let's keep moving for now. I do also want to grab some stamina pots. Because if you come across shields, our stamina is going to be rapidly gone. But we did get a big mana buff bomb along with our Megaclover win con. And it's literally broken. Insane craziness. I'm going to take out our deck of cards. We actually don't need it anymore because we can just replace it with 2 luck. So I'm going to sell it. I'm going to grab you since you're on sale. Let's roll again. I definitely want to grab this storage for now as well. We could have kept our Amethyst Steel and went for a bunch of Stone Skin Pots. Let's grab the banana for now. Let's roll. And I don't really want any of these items. We could go for second hammer. I mean, we could potentially one-shot if we get super lucky. I don't know if this is crazy, dumb, or stupid. Is it worth grabbing a second hammer? Would definitely have increased chance of stun. Would have to grab some stamina pots. I'm going to take it for now. It's 8 gold though. But we do need to find our stamina pots. I'm going to sell the boots. I'm going to roll once more. I mean, at this point, I'm not sure if I even want the hammer. Since we're going to have so much piggy banks. We can literally put 2 piggy banks, giving us increased chance of stun on our hammer. Or we could just increase our stun chance on this one single hammer. Which I'm going to be down for. Definitely going to be down for it. I'm going to grab the stamina sack. Let's grab a rogue pot. Now, grabbing a second hammer we could have actually done. But it's going to be a lot more difficult to actually fit in. And especially since we're going to have a 66.6% chance of stun. Once we get another one, we're going to have an even higher chance of stun. And straight up amazing. Our opponent had so much damage reduction with the turtle and the Capitalist Comfort. And we still ended up smashing them down. Even if they stacked up a bunch of block with the turtle, we definitely attacked through it. Now our DPS is 40 DPS. The opponent again had crazy absurd damage reduction. Now in terms of heals, we actually had 20 healing per second, which is not too bad. And in terms of block, we have no block. I'd say 20 heals per second, especially with that healing reduction, But we're definitely going to make this crazy. Because I'm going to gladly take this bit of extra storage. We're also going to take the fanny pack. We're also going to take a rogue pot. Let's roll again. Is there anything else we really want here? Not exactly. I'm just going to keep rolling for now. We could grab the dragon egg. I don't necessarily actually want it. We could grab another bloody amulet, which would be kind of nice as well. But I'm going to keep rolling for now. Another card for even more power I'm going to grab. And yeah, I'm going to move on once again. So we should potentially be able to get an absurd stun chance. 72% chance to stun. We do start off with our big Megaclover win con. And we do proc one of our mana orbs. And that's just crazy, crazy damage. And it's not going to be close whatsoever. Hell yeah. But we did manage to get a strong rogue bot, which is kind of crazy, crazy good. Now, do you want to roll? That's going to be another prismatic orb on sale for 7. How are we not going to take that? We definitely have to take that. We could take another divine pot, which I'm going to be down for. Let's roll again. More cards means more power, but I don't really want it anymore. And we can take that second hammer right now. Since we do have this pot, let's go a bit crazy. So we're going to have that increased chance to stun on this hammer along with this hammer. But that's about the best we can get with it. But it doesn't mean you can't put in our cards. I'm going to grab the brewers. I'm going to sell one luck to keep rolling. And yeah, we're going to move on. I really did want us to take a second hammer, which is going to be kind of crazy. We're going to be run through stamina like there's no tomorrow, but we should have 55% chance to stun, 60% chance to stun. And we're immediately back to full. Our opponent does get some resurrection, and that actually wins, unfortunately. We did make him resurrect in time. We left him on 1 HP, which was definitely how we lost. Somehow we left him on 1 HP, and that's exactly how we lost. If we made him resurrect at that time, we more than likely would have won. But we do get another collar. At this point, I do want to grab the collar. I'm going to roll. I'm going to keep rolling for now, and all I want to do is find a small bit of storage, which I'm going to take, and I'm going to keep rolling. I'm hoping to find ourselves more rogue pots. Rogue pots are going to be awesome, and we do manage to get one, which is kind of crazy, and I'm going to sell our cards because we're going to want to go freaking fast. Now at this point, I'm going to craft up a red collar. We're definitely going to craft up that red collar, and once we do get it, we kind of want to place it in a small bit of a better position if we can. I'm going to sell this divine pot to keep rolling. One more roll. And we got to move on. So I'm hoping to potentially grab ourselves more rogue pots. And we'll see how we get on. We are going to begin shielded. They're going to block a lot of damage. But we do get our instant buffs, which is kind of crazy. And if we do get another mana orb, it's going to be even better. However, we have literally run out of stamina instantly. But hey, not too bad still. We got a red collar, which might actually be better in this position over Blue Sage's collar. Now we could also take another freaking prismatic orb. Would give us even more vampirism. And it really does want to sit in this position. Let's roll again. I'm 150,000% going to grab this piggy bank for now as well. Let's grab the stamina sack. Let's sell a little bit of luck to keep rolling. Let's roll again. I'm going to sell this divine pot to actually keep rolling. And that's another rogue pot. Hell yeah, I'm going to be grabbing it. So we definitely don't really want the cards anymore. I'll sell our shiny shell, and I really do want to add it in this position as well. But right now we can't really afford to actually do that. But let's get going. We should get a ton of lifesteal with our red archer's collar. We should be able to have 100% crit chance on our daggers. We do massive damage. And the fight's already over. Yeah, adding in the crit chance with a red collar is crazy absurd. But we did get our lucky pig. We're going to craft up another rogue pot. And we could just take straight up another dagger. Although we can't craft up anymore. But might as well take the extra dagger, eh? Let's keep rolling. You want the divine pot? Not exactly. And let's see if we can find anything else worthwhile. If we get another prismatic orb, is kind of nuts. I did want to replace some of our bags, but that's straight up just another prismatic orb. That's 4 prismatic orbs, which I haven't seen in such a long time. So we just have enough luck with our setup right now. 15 luck, so we should be able to activate this immediately. So are we going to take this prismatic orb? The unfortunate thing is, our setup is really, really awesome the way it is. If you want to set up multiple prismatic orbs, we're going to have the 4th one in this position. But is that really going to be better? Because we do get 6 luck, we do get 6 mana, 3 vampirism, increased healing efficiency, versus having it the way we have it, 10 mana, 12 mana. So we get 10 mana, 8 mana, 8 mana. We can also just take it and place it in a slightly different position as well. But it's pretty tough. I do want to place this dagger in if we're going to add it in. It should be pretty decent in this position. It's not going to get the crit chance from the red collar, but it is going to help us stack up our mana. We should be able to get 12 mana, we should be able to get 8 mana, which is 20 mana, we should be able to get 26 mana. Although we could do it this way and we get a big mana buff bomb straight away. So it might be more beneficial to try and roll for mana orbs so we get even more buffs. Am I crazy to do it? I'm going to do it, as mad as that is. Let's keep going. I'm going to take this little bit of storage. Let's roll again. So I'm going to sell a little bit of luck to roll again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace our bags. I'm going to replace these bags. And we're going to take this fanny bag. And I'm going to sell a little bit more luck to roll once more. And unfortunately, we never found that freaking mana orb. But our inventory is so tight in storage, I think we actually have to move on with this. Now, we got a little bit less mana, but we did need to move our hammer back into this position so it gets both its stun chances from both our lucky pigs. And I'd love to put in this banana, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. So we could sell it, roll once more, and this is going to be our final builds. And we could also switch this dagger to this side, but we would get a little bit more mana, so we start off with 10, 8, and 8. So 26 mana off the rip. It's not quite a mana buff bomb, but it is going to have to do. If we want our strong heroic pots in, if we do want double hammers, and we're going to see if it's going to be good enough. Is double hammer situation actually going to be able to win out? We are going to be getting a practically large Bloodthorn with multiple shields with a stone helmet to resist stuns as well. We do have a 61% chance to stun and a 72% chance, and they resisted 2 stuns immediately with some crits as well. Which our stamina is pretty much about to be gone. We do activate our stamina pot. We do activate another one. And we might actually lose this because they have so much stun chance. Potentially. And we're starting to run out of stamina once again, and we needed more stamina pots. And we do actually end up losing out. As mad as that is, but we did face possibly the worst enemy we could have faced. Multiple shields with some stun resistance. I mean, they literally resisted our first hit. Our first 2 hits. Bringing our DPS down by quite a bit. So it's super unfortunate to be facing his opponents, and it might actually be better just to be rocking 1 hammer, to be honest. It's great for doing that initial burst, but it does get countered quite a bit by something like 1 stone helmet. Because 40% chance to resist stuns, and it resisted both our initial hits. So we got super unlucky in that regards. They resisted more stuns than we actually stunned our opponent. Now in terms of heals, we still had a 70 healing per second, which is kind of nuts. And in terms of block, yeah, we have no block whatsoever. Our opponent did have 22 healing per second and 144 block. But it is what it is. We did survive with 2 lives left. Let's go and see just how much rank points we manage to get. +9, rank us up quite a bit. But I'm going to leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in some round 18 fights, and we're going to see, can we do justice to our hammer dagger build? Now, we do get 2 stuns off, doing half their HP, and this is looking a hell of a lot more like it. So not too bad. And can we deal with a shielded, spiked wall, Shield of Valor? They're going to be blocking a lot of damage, and it's not looking too bad. We have stunned them, the irons are back, but yeah, it's already over. Now, can we deal with a prismatic sword with a stone helmet? They're going to stun resistance. Oh my god, they're back again. We got 1 stun off, we got another stun off, and amazing. Looking much better than our final fight. And can we deal with a villain's sword, Mercury Elemental, with triple Amethyst Steel? I mean, they're going to stack up block, but that block's going to do nothing for them, and we end up smashing them out. Kinda awesome.